Hey everyone, welcome to my video about putting Cliffies on a Kiss pinball machine. And what we're going to do today is put a scoop protector in, which is going to go here to cover that. And then I'm going to put a protector here in the out lane or in lane, and another one here so when it drops off the ramps it doesn't mess up the wood where the ball keeps dropping down on. So we're going to start now with this protector right here, and basically again, this is going to protect this lane from when the ball drops off the ramp onto the playfield. Okay, so now here's the lane where we're going to put the protector, and basically on the back of the Cliffy there's adhesive that's here and here. You need to peel both of those pieces off for it to stick onto the playfield. And what I've done already onto the playfield is I put alcohol to clean the wax or anything else that was on the playfield, so the adhesive to the Cliffy will stick better to the playfield and it won't pop up once the ball hits it or does whatever it does with it. So basically, the way that I put this on is I kind of put the end that squeezes together that part, the squeezy part, towards the bottom of the playfield. That's what he shows on one of the pictures on his website. So then I just kind of take it and I put in the bottom part first so it kind of sticks in there. Then I kind of just push it down that way and then just kind of push it all the way in, and then push it into the playfield so it sticks. And that's that. And I also took the ramp off here too. Let me just kind of pan up a little bit here. Basically there's a screw that goes here where the ramp goes on to try to do this with the ramp right there. It's a pain in the neck. There's a nut that holds that down, and basically it's just so much easier to take that nut off, to take this ramp off, because you're going to wind up scratching your playfield if you try to maneuver that thing on and try to scratch on the bottom of this protector. It's kind of sharp enough for the playfield to scratch it, so you kind of want to be able to get in there and make it fairly easier on yourself to try to get the protector in there. So now we're going to do the other side of the playfield here with the out lane protector or in lane protector. Okay, so now on this side we're going to put the protector on the in lane on this side, and basically we're going to put it right in here. And again, I took the adhesive backing the protector already off, so the adhesive is sticky, and it'll probably take you longer to take the backing off than it is to put actually the protector onto the playfield. Again, I clean this with alcohol, this area, just so I get a good stick with the adhesive to the playfield. And again, I just take the protector and kind of pinch it. The bottom part that you could squeeze together goes towards the bottom, towards the flippers. And then I just kind of squeeze it together and get it so it goes towards the bottom, so it's in there. And then I just kind of push it in, and I kind of just level it out a little bit, kind of center it while I'm putting it in. And then I just push down, and my hands are in the way. And that's really it. And then it's stuck to the playfield. So when the ball drops, it doesn't mess up the wood when it keeps hitting down like that. And on this side, to do this, to get in here, this ramp, which is here, there's a screw or a bolt that goes here that I had to take off. And there's also a screw up towards here that comes off as well. And then you have to kind of, there's a bolt that's here, and then there's a screw here that you have to unloosen on the post that actually goes like that, when we have to screw it down, but it goes onto that post. And then again, there's a nut that screws onto this to keep the ramp down. So I'll attach all that, and next we'll attach the protector to the scoop over here in the middle. Okay, so now we're at the protector for the backstage pass kicker in the middle of the playfield. And basically to put that protector, and what I did was I just took, there's 3 screws that hold the actual scoop in place here. I'll move my finger out of the way. There's one here, here, and on the other side by the board, which is over up here. I know my hand's in the way, but up there in this area. So there's 3 screws that hold this in, and then there's a plastic piece that's in the back of that up kick, which is here. I already took the bolts out of that too, and they're here, and there's one on this side too. So there's 2 bolts. So that just comes out. That's that. So basically now what we're going to do is drop the playfield and then put the protector in. Okay, so now we're on the top of the playfield, and this is the backstage pass. Actual, like, you know, shot in the middle here with the up kicker right here that I already took, like, loosened from the back, from underneath the playfield. And this is the Cliffy, which is right here. And basically the plastic is off. And on the Cliffies, there's like a little front notch over here that actually kind of sticks to the playfield. You got to kind of like notch it in there, and that's why you have to loosen the actual metal element or piece here to get that to go underneath the kicker usually, so everything kind of like snugs up under there. And then basically with this Cliffy here, there's a film that's on it. And I don't know if everybody really realizes that you kind of have to take this film off before you mount it, because if you don't take the film off, it's going to start to peel off as you're probably playing the game, and then you have to take everything apart to take the plastic off or whatever you got to do. But this plastic actually comes off the protector before you put it into your machine. So it looks like everything is off. And there's this tab, like I said, but I had to bend this out a little bit because it didn't really fit well. It was, you know, kind of tight. So I bent it out a little bit so it sticks underneath the playfield as I put it in. So basically how I'm going to put it in, and my fingers are probably going to kind of be in the way, but I'm just going to hold this up, take the front of the protector, which is that, and kind of just notch it under where the metal piece would go for your up kick. And that's it, and then the holes line up, and now it's tight to the front, and the 2 holes over here line up where your plastic piece should go, which is this, and that kind of just goes and screws in there. So now the protector is in, the plastic piece is up, and that's it. So now we're just going to tighten everything back up under the playfield, and everything should be ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to just tighten everything back in. Again, this kind of gets positioned here with the 3 holes of the screws that we took out. So I'm just going to take this and screw this back in. And again, get yourself some magnetic screwdrivers or these like a socket set or whatever, because it's just easier to put the screws back in when you're especially doing stuff like this. So that's back in, and now we're going to go and do the plastic piece that's down here underneath where my pointer is, and over here on the other side. There's probably wires in the way and stuff like that. But basically, if you have a magnetic set here, you can just kind of put the nut inside of that, kind of hold your plastic piece from up on top of the playfield, and kind of screw, because I think this shaft actually spins as you're screwing it in. So you kind of got to hold the shaft as you're tightening down on the nut. That's one. And we'll do the other side, which is a bit difficult to get to because there's a lot of wires in here. And then we'll take our magnetic socket set here, kind of get the nut started, and then kind of go on top again and hold the actual plastic piece as we're screwing that back in so it doesn't spin as we're spinning the nut. And that's it. So everything's tightened, everything's back in, our plastic piece is back in, everything's pretty secure, no wiring, it seems like it's been messed up. And we'll take one more look on top of the playfield. Okay, so now we're on top of the playfield one more time, and everything seems pretty secure with my protector. The plastic piece is in, that's snug. So it seems like everything is ready to go. And this protector really helps this hole out a lot. This thing seems like it's going to get really beat up over time. So if you have a Kiss pinball machine, you should really invest in one. They're really cheap. It's like, $20 or $30 to get this metal piece, from Cliffy to protect that. And I have a Cliffy protectors on pretty much all my machines, and he does a great product. He really helps out, the hobby, and keeps these things going a lot longer than if we didn't have them. So he makes a great product. So especially for this pinball machine, I would definitely invest in one as soon as possible before it gets really chewed up, and then you're putting a protector over a hole that's already pretty chewed up. So thanks for watching the video. Again, I'm on Facebook. I'm on www.pinballsupernova.com is my website. I have a Twitter page, a YouTube page, and like I said, the things kind of link together. And I post daily. And again, thanks for watching. Take care.